feature for this evening, all right, Rheonna is such a wonderful person. Rheonna's been doing Lipstick Wars for so long, and she understands the balance, right? She gets the yin and the yang, the feminine and masculine energies, right? I always loved her for that, that she continues to remind us. So that's why she wanted to balance out the estrogen with a little testosterone.
Yes, she did.
When we talk about these type of features, this brother right here is a wonderful, sensitive, in touch with his feelings, transparent brother. All right, you all have seen him on tonight's conversation. Anybody seen those little clips? All right, you seen him on tonight's conversation. The brother is an educator, all right, teaches poetry. He has been around the world performing and doing his thing. He's a great friend of mine. I've been knowing him for over a decade as well, and I am excited to introduce you all.
Can I add that he's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I am.
He's a beautiful man.
If you like light-skinned emotional brothers, no. Y'all, please show your love. Give your love to the stage for this wonderful set that he's about to deliver. Give it up for Tripp Fontane.
They said I got like 20 minutes and shit. And this, I hear y'all saying take your time. This look like the type of place to start charging you the minute you go over what they had on the contract, nigga. So I'm going to get some quick shit out the way, and then we going to get to work. I got messages and poems. I got 2 messages and like 2.5 poems, my nigga. I got rules, though. Rule number 1, my nigga. Be present. However you were emotionally, physically, mentally, be there. And be there all the way. You here physically, be here. You being in the space and experiencing the artwork and testimony that the people present to you is much more important than you having something to post later on. Rule number 2. Respect what the fuck going on. People are here giving you their hard-earned, hard-crafted art. Like this is not just entertainment. This is art. Respect that. What you got going on out there, not more important than what's going on up here. We assume you knew you was coming to a show and shit, slam. So the slam is happening. Last rule, enjoy your motherfucking self. I'm about to wild out, my nigga. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm terrified. It's my first feature in like 3 years. It's been a whole lot of podcasting and touring and advice and shit like that, and I got away from the thing that I love. So Rheonna, thank you. It's an honor to be back. Do me a favor, snap y'all fingers real quick. Snap your fingers real quick. Clap your hands. If you cuss, let me hear you say, damn, shit. And if you fucking with something heavy, you can yell rewind. I'll run that thing back for you. Let me hear y'all say rewind. Niggas got rhythm and everything. Let me sip the water, the cottonmouth whooping my ass, boy. Message 1. Hear ye, to whom it may concern. There will be no honorary invites to the Juneteenth cookout. There will be no raisin riddle potato salad, no casseroles, no offbeat attempts to fall in line, be it electric slide, soul train, or the wobble. The only performative actions that will be accepted here will be from aunties and uncles reliving their glory days, because glory always seemed to be short-lived, a fleeting moment. So excuse us if we make this moment last forever. On second thought, you will no longer be given the power to excuse either. From now on, your noise complaints will only be met with more noise and greater resistance. And black celebration is a resistance, as resistant as Texas is to freedom. I'm talking 2 years late resistance. You know, color folk ain't ever on time, according to you. And because of you, we not even on time to freedom. And hell, I don't know if this is freedom, but it is a private party sponsored by every generation that paid blood for my invite. So no, we will not turn down the music. No, we will not turn down our stories. No, we will not teach you how to do it. No, we will not be teaching you how to say it. No, we will not teach you what it means. And no, there will be no honorary invites to the Juneteenth cookout. I ain't gonna talk too much between poems, because I got a habit of doing that, but black folk, y'all notice how black culture is America's actual #1 export and we don't make nothing off it? They rap everywhere. That was invented here in New York. We have to appreciate and conserve our culture, or it will continue to be a product for American consumption. That's to say, if we don't put the price tag on it, if we don't support and pay for it, somebody else does. If we don't support it and put the price tag on it, somebody else does. Them 2.5 poems I was telling y'all about. If you don't love me, that's fine. But just let me be. And if you don't trust me, hanging around, then just let me leave. 'Cause I've tried and tried and tried, and Lord knows I've tried to stand on my own when you cut me at the knee. And I've tried, and God knows I've tried to be every type of man you wanted me to be. Legend has it, when the streets swallow black boys whole, that their likeness will be replanted in obituaries, that their remains will be rigged up to light poles and supported by dirty teddy bears and dried candle wax that has not known warmth since his vigil. His spirit will be hung over power lines and supported by shoestring necklaces. Legend has it, when the streets swallow black boys whole, nothing grows in their place. But I've tried and tried and tried, and God knows I tried to stand on my own when you cut me at the knee. And I've tried, and Lord knows I've tried to be every type of man you wanted me to be. But where we come from, Big Mama got to make competition out of Sunday service. She feel like if she show up early to every stewardess meeting, and if she could ask the right question at every Bible study, and she could audition well enough to get every first Sunday solo, that she could belt an alto encoded message to the Most High's main line asking that her grandson Not be the next passenger on that low-swinging chariot, nigga, I'm from the ghetto. Where the shine of pinky rings and gold teeth provide rays of hope for disenfranchised youth, the dope man is my local hero. Even when he make evil layers from homes and villains from parents that come on over here and tell my baby. That's it. Now go in the other room while mama take her medicine. Future siblings will be birthed from a lack of funds and a means to still get high. So whether you using it or you pitching it, the habit always becomes just as close as your kin is. These buildings used to be abandoned, but they still had tenants. As long as they had functioning kitchens, fiends will claw at their itches with the fine points of stolen needles. Refrigerators will remain barren of sustenance, but laced with substance abuse. So your fix will be fixed so tightly the habit will never be broken again. If you can't take the heat, then stand your punk ass outside and watch for the cops. Nigga, this is the ghetto. If you can't take the heat, then stand your punk ass outside and watch for the cops. Nigga, this is the ghetto. Where survival of the fittest ain't never been so literal. And selection has never been so unnatural. Darwin would probably flip over in his grave at the sight of these Olympians trapped in urban clothing. Nigga, did you know everybody is fast here? So, as children, kids, nigga, we train for it. On playground battlefields to the cadence of ready, set, run like your life depended on it, nigga, because one day your life may be dependent on it. Everybody had to be fast here, faster than slow down. Slow down. There that motherfucker go right there. Faster than the time it takes to push back a minivan door, faster than 600 no-name rounds a minute, ricocheting off parked car, ricocheting off little boy's bedroom window. He was not fast enough. Everybody just hopes to be fast here, but death and prison still seem to be tied for the most gold medals. Nigga, this is the ghetto. Where gentrification gonna keep us at least 3 blocks outside the American dream. And welfare and EBT couldn't afford us the luxury if they sold the shit in stock. Instead, we gonna be made to sprint on concrete treadmills chasing after black American nightmares. You know, even if we was getting somewhere, yellow tape the only promising finish line for running the streets. And it's a lot of yellow tape here, my nigga. Not a lot of first 48s here. We stick to a G code. We don't snitch. It's just cold case here and a cold shoulder from passersby. You know, all we know is judgment. Judgment, what he said when he called us animals too, because either you gonna be a lion there or you might end up the next motherfucker lion there. This is the ghetto. Where the media shows the casualties of America's most uncivil war through night vision lenses and Molotov camera flashes. We have been in an epidemic. To them, we are just another episode. Outsiders tune in nightly to watch us sling rocks through our glass house hallways because misery love company and news companies love misery. The struggle is addictive. But the difference is, well, you get to change the channel when shit get a little too real. Them stories, they never hit us close to home because it's always our homes hit. In the ghetto. In peace. Let me get some water in this moment. Y'all decent? Bet. It's been a long time, man. Hey, my fault. I just want to check real quick. If you know who I am at all. Do y'all, it's from the podcast shit? TEDx, that's what's good. Nah, that's fire. So like I've been back and forth to Louisville, man, and the homies been back and forth to Ohio for like 10 years, 10 plus. It's a pleasure to be back in this capacity. It's an honor to be in one of my second homes for real. But a nigga do poems. That's where all the words and the hot shit come from. You know what I'm saying? That's why a nigga can kick it the way that I kick it. Nigga been writing for a long time, fam. I just really brought that up because, ladies, some of the shit that y'all be asking me, I'm gonna get back to the poems, but like some of the shit that y'all be asking me about why niggas don't be talking a certain type of way, like my nigga, I teach English. Like emotional intelligence and articulation are not the same thing. I don't want to like shit on your dreams and what you're looking for in a man or no shit like that. But like, hey fam, I should be able to put a couple sentences together. I was passing kids and failing kids on it, so I should know where the commas go, you know, subject verb agreement and shit like that. I would hope, you know. I'm just saying, you know, I keep supporting and keep looking for niggas, but like, I don't know, the average reading level, like 8th grade, gang, you just might need to. No, it's like it just improved. Like the lower half, it's like 49-51. No bullshit. It's like 49-51. The 51 is 8th grade, and the 49 is like 4th and below. That's no bullshit. Read, niggas. Read. I don't care if you're reading comics, magazines, books, articles. Read. I don't like to read. I don't give a fuck. That you need to keep doing that shit. It's neural pathways that you lose. I ain't trying to be nerdy and shit. This is why I don't talk. It's neural pathways that you lose by not reading and writing in real life. I'm going to just leave it there. I'm going to get my last 2 shits. So if you don't love me, that's fine. But just let me be. And if you don't trust me hanging around, then just let me leave. You know, according to this nigga, Mr. Anderson, that's my 7th grade health teacher. He said puberty take place between the ages of 10 and 15. And it be lasting like 2 to 5 years, but it's just different for some people. I ain't heard such stupid shit in my life, nigga. You remember you used to get impatient, you used to like hold your shit like this. You used to be, Mom, I'm in the back of the class. I ain't even wait on him. I just yelling, Mr. Anderson! If that's true, how black boys become men so fast? And why our mamas got a shot for playpens and plots at the same time? And how adolescence always a blur, a lightning bug, a flash, you know, school photos, flash, mugshot, flash, gun barrel, flash. How innocents deserve black boys before crimes ever committed? And how, I know this ain't math class, Mr. Anderson, but how black plus boy always equal guilty anyway? Should we feel guilty for growing up? Okay, if that's the case, then it's like puberty a warning or something? The pimples, practice for hanging our heads in shame and being seen as little as possible? Because you know, anytime something pops, they come looking for us anyway. And our crack voice is a reminder to speak with impassiveness, as much silence as possible, because you know no matter the intended tone, it'll always be seen as thunder, as monster, as collision course. You know, the deeper your voice, the more man you are. And the more man, the more malignant. And God forbid we grow, right? A dick big enough to fuck the world back, ain't that still a buck, Mr. Anderson? And ain't black bodies still trophies? God forbid we grow, right? Fast enough to run and limp off your plantation and still march onto your battlefield and still crash into your stereotype. Mr. Anderson, why black boys' fate always so cruel? And how come we ain't allowed to write our own stories yet? Unless they in cursive, curving ropes, coercing into nooses, cinching black and boy together. Boy ain't enough, Mr. Anderson. Demean ain't enough. How come we label demons too? Oh, demons. Oh, wait, Mr. Anderson. Wait, is that why we pray, Mr. Anderson? Prayed on and prayed for. Prayers that skin ripe and black enough to be shining armor, because you know boys ain't ever been bulletproof, Mr. Anderson. But we still proof enough, ain't we? That malice and fear for misfire may break bones, but puberty gonna change us forever, ain't it? Nigga said, well, technically, puberty takes place between 10 and 15 years old, and it lasts 2 to 5 years, but it's different for some people. If you don't love me, that's fine, but just let me be. And if you don't trust me hanging around, then just let me leave. 'Cause I've tried and tried and tried, and Lord knows I've tried to stand on my own as you cut me at the knee. And I've tried and tried and tried, and God knows I've tried to be every type of man you wanted me to be. I got one more message. Let me get the fuck on up out of here. It's been a privilege, man. Before I get up out of here, let me gas my friends up real quick, though. This thing been happening for 10 years. You know how many businesses we see come and go? How many people that say they care about community come and go? How many people that say they're going to invest in community come and go? And this is 10 years. Give it up for Rheonna, man. Give it up for Lipstick Wars, and give it up for Louisville. This thing is like a two-way relationship, bro, and I'm not going to rant long on this, but like people who show up for you need this consistently, because everybody is not meant to do that part. Everybody is not meant to show up in service. It's capacity. Some people too selfish for it. Some people don't have the far enough sight for it. But everybody doesn't show up in service, bro. I know Rheonna, man. I know Deep Sea. I know Lance Newman, bro. They've been showing up in service for Louisville since I've known them. This is 10 years of Louisville showing up back, right? So give yourself a round of applause, bro. Y'all show up for them the way they show up for y'all, which is why they still able to do it. But don't stop, though, because now more than ever, black space is necessary. Whether it's poetry, whether it's to dance, whether it's to discuss, whether it's to pray, black space is necessary, and we have to protect it vigilantly, my nigga, not passively. You showing up is a part of that protection, you feel me? So I'm going to get into this last message. Get the fuck on out of here. Because hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm finna go roll up. I ain't even finna gas you, nigga. Oh, I brought mine with me, bro. Cincinnati do got it. I ain't finna cap shit. Louisville got it for real shit. You just gotta know niggas down here. Yeah, nigga, you see, I be rolling up, nigga. Hear ye. Hear ye, my nigga. I write for late bills, unanswered calls, and eviction notices. I write for still getting by, for barely and still make it in enough. I write for the government cheese and free lunch eaters. I write for the hand-me-down and clearance rack fashionistas. I write for 2 for $1 food stamps. Real niggas know. And borrowed power from the neighbor's crib. I write because the village broke. I write because we ain't the ones that broke it. I write because it's still village enough. I write for niggas who only ride out was a full one or they last one. For the ones who had to duck shots between defending them. I write for the families that are hinging on their child's success because manual labor ain't swinging the family by like it used to. I write for high hopes and heavy heads. I write for the siblings that share dirty bathwater and pissy beds. I write for dish detergent bubble baths. Hey, let me pause real quick. You know what this poem be teaching me on the low? And I don't want to project because it's not like, honestly, it's ignorant of me that I grew up thinking this way. But like a lot of black people be cosplaying like they from the hood and they not. And that's only a problem because they treat us like the rest of the world do sometimes. It's a lot of black people that don't fuck with black people, you feel me? It's a lot of black folk that done made it to their pocket and they do everything they can to separate themselves from the culture that they still love to indulge in. They'll still talk like us, walk like us, dress like us, use our slang, but don't want shit to do with us when we come around, you feel me? I write for mamas and daddies that had to bury children, that had to hug their children's friends tight enough to squeeze out a memory sweeter than reality. I write for parents whose babies gonna be babies forever. I write for the stains that never seem to wash off the streets. I write for mine-infested neighborhoods. I write for niggas that didn't have good steps to follow is what I'm saying. I write for collateral damage. For the battle theaters that had no home field advantage, I write for child soldiers that never knew they were children or soldiers. I write for the flag bearers and bear arms that sew purple heart patches anywhere they can still feel a pulse. I write for niggas that stopped feeling a long time ago. For the ones who found the numb was safer than the truth, I write for the niggas that outlived they big homie before the age of 25. I write for the ones that lived so hard before 18 that even making it to 25 made you a Hall of Famer. I write for niggas that never lived to see their prime. I write for the ones that could have been and should have been. I write for the innocent and the innocent until proven. I write for the young ones whose bliss still outweighs their bias. I write for the playgrounds and the dark alleys. And the ones who grew up knowing it wasn't much of a difference in what happened in either one of them. I write for the ones that knew too much too early. I write for the niggas that never came home when they got out. I write for every family that crumbled under the blow of a judge's gavel. I write for sentences. My nigga, I write for sentences. I write for every sentence that always seems to be a run-on and never seem to be time served. I write for the hood, my nigga. I appreciate y'all, Louisville. My name is Tripp Fontane. I'm a poet from Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. If you weren't hip to me before, I hope I made a good introduction. You can holler at your nigga on social media. I know them clips be on everybody's page. Yeah, but man and shit. It's TrippFontane. I'm open for pictures and shit like that. I got a couple books on me for the 10. I take food stamps, cash. You know if it's food stamps though, you owe me 20. Wig, cash, whatever you need. I do hugs too, as long as your makeup is set and you not musty. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Give it up one more time, Tripp Fontane.
Y'all give it up for Tripp.
Yeah. Y'all make sure to stick around after the slam. After the slam, you can take pictures with the brother and everything else. Bomb rush him.
Yeah. So really quick before we go to intermission, I want to give a big, huge shout out to Arts Reach.
Right. Shout out to Arts Reach.
So you can donate to Arts Reach inside of your programs that would not be possible without donations to Arts Reach.